Whoa, this is a big tree. Welcome back to Hood Fishing, everybody. This is the biggest tree in this area that I'm going to fish today. It is big around. I can't even put my arms around it, obviously. It is still alive. It looks dead by all accounts, but it's actually got life coming out of it. It looks like it got broke off way up there in a storm. It is actually, therefore, the oldest tree here. All the other trees right in this little area where I'm at are much smaller than it. So this tree's been here for quite some time and has survived a lot of torture. It's totally hollow underneath. Who knows how much longer this tree will live? Who knows just how long it has lived? Definitely more than 100 years for sure. Safe. That is a safe bet. Probably way more than 100 years. It's probably been through a lot of stuff. Maybe termites, other bug infestations, many hurricanes. Probably had quite a few possums or armadillos living underneath it. Maybe even hobbits. I kind of doubt the hobbit thing. And I would doubt Smurfs, but you never know. And yeah, I've been to this spot before, but I've never seen this. Huh, it's old. It's a Daiwa. So this is a Saturday, and this is not the original plan. I changed my plan at the last minute. I was already on the bike riding in the direction where I was planning on going, and changed at the last minute. It's because I saw the traffic and I thought, well, the original destination is quite a ride on a lot of public roads. Yeah, so there's a lot of traffic today because there's a lot of Mardi Gras stuff going on. People are out and about. It's busy. It is not late in the afternoon yet. It is just now coming up on 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I left early because, like I said, I was going to a destination much further away, but then I was like, I don't want to ride in that traffic. It's crazy today. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of traffic. So super calm here. Super calm. As calm and chill as this spot is, it might not provide me with what I'm out to get today. I'm just looking to catch some fish. We're going to start off with this little tiny bait here, see if we can pull up a panfish, and then we're going to switch to bass. I looked at this canal at another spot several days ago, and I was like, nope, we're not doing it today. Because several days ago this canal was pretty much covered. It's a small drainage ditch, right? I'm calling it a canal, but it's a small drainage ditch. It's pretty much covered with dead snodgrass. Some people might call that pond scum. When snodgrass dies, it floats to the top, and there were big mats of it everywhere. I thought it was a gamble coming back here. I was worried that it might be still choked with that, but it's not too bad right where we're at. Probably because we've had some rain 2 days ago. I had to ride home in it in the last video, and that probably flushed this canal out. We're not at a deep spot on this drainage ditch, but we are at a spot that has stories of crappie, and I know it has a lot of bluegill and cichlids in it, probably bass. We'll switch to bass here in a bit. It's got a lot of turtles. Look at that. We are switching to bass, but we're going to do something different here than the last few times where I've fished for bass. We are going to drop our jig size down. We're using a shaky head this time, but because we're fishing a narrow, shallow drainage ditch, we're going to go with a lighter shaky head. We're going to go with a 1/16 ounce owner shaky head on a 4/0 hook. That should help us out a lot. Reason why we're going to go with the shaky head, and we're going to put a finesse worm on it right now, is because, believe it or not, even though it's sunny right now and I'm dropping layers because it's in the mid 60s, it was not that this morning or last night or yesterday. We got post cold front conditions on us right now. Yesterday it didn't get up to the 60s. Last night it got down to maybe 39 degrees. It was in the low 40s when I woke up this morning. So yeah, There's a lot of baits that I could put on a shaky head. I either go with finesse worms or some kind of craw bait. We're going to stick with the finesse worm. We're going to do a June bug worm because it's magic. That color is magic here. Opposed to other places, it might be something else like green pumpkin or even pink, but that's not the case today here. The shaky head is one of my favorite jig heads for winter fishing, for busting that lockjaw, because that's what's up. Even though it's warm right now, those fish are still probably got the lockjaw. This spot is just not paying off. It's limited anyway. You can only cast from there or there. So there are a lot of spots where I can go right now without dealing with a lot of crazy traffic. Let's do it. This is the same drainage ditch I was just on, but this is where it dumps into Bayou Berrier. Probably have a better chance of picking up a bass here. Looks like I'm gonna have to just keep covering ground. I'm all the way down at the end of the road. It's not the end of the bayou, but can't go any further than this. I see a bass. I've seen plenty of V-lines today. This one is hanging out right here. When you come over, he keeps going back and forth. You see the bait? He's looking right at it, but he's not close to it. Wonder if he's already on a bed. Here he comes. He's still down here. Gotcha. Yes. I knew it was a matter of time you would go for that bait. He was acting like he's on a bed is what was up. Hey, that's not a bad bass. Oh, I don't want to knock him back and forth on these rocks. Let's get him past. That is not bad. What a journey it has been to get to this point. Yeah, he may have been on a bed. Kind of looks like a bed there. And he just wouldn't leave. He was going back and forth. He got spooked for a second by the bait. And I thought, oh, it's done. He's gone. And then he came right back. I just had to harass him. And he finally was like, I'm going to get you. You're bugging me. Yeah, you're right. Nice. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. In my mind, it seems kind of early to find bass on beds, but maybe it's not out of the question. I'm gonna just kind of slip you in. I let him go right here where I caught him in case that is a bed. Fishing down here today was not what I intended, but it's better than going through a bunch of crazy traffic to get to a place where I might not do any good or any better. So yeah, I've covered a lot of ground to get back here. I've caught fish here before recently too. So are bass on their beds right now? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's possible here and there they are. Well, it just seems early. Usually that happens in March down here, or late February or March, and this is early February right now. I'm gonna bushwhack my way along these rocks where it's overgrown, because there are spots that look like they could be bass beds. I don't see any fish on them. That spot that I just got him off of was bare like a bass bed, but I don't know if you could see in the water, there was a bit of structure there too, and he may have been hanging out behind it, but I was surprised that he stayed so long. So it was kind of about the same as getting a bass off a bed. There might be something right here in front of me. Let me investigate. It's going to take a second. I don't see anything moving around. Okay. Maybe fish are on their beds, because I just sighted another bass on what looks like a bed. It's a much smaller one. This is going to be a little more difficult than the first sight fishing thing. He's right here. Oh, are you not on a bed? Are you spooking? Okay, so He saw the bait, he moved away, and now he's come back to the spot. Let me toggle you guys down a little bit. I need more line off my tip to do this. That's not a big fish. It looks like maybe a pound, but oh yeah, he's not interested. All right, so I spooked him again, and here he comes right back. So what we're gonna do now is get this bait on the bed. He's gone away, now he's coming back. We're gonna shake it. Problem with this bed is it's small, it's a small bed, and it's got a lot of real burly snodgrass around it. He's looking at my bait, he's backing up, he's taking off. Dang it, he's turned around, he's coming back. Very surprising. I wasn't expecting to find bass on their beds this early. That's what it looks like, but maybe it's just a few here and there, because I've found a lot of places that look like beds that are empty. All right, we've given up on that. I thought I saw a bass there, but that's a gar sneaking off from that bit of veg line right there. I would say that 2 beds with fish on them spooking off and coming right back means that some fish are on their beds, but I've been stalking along here like a ninja in camo. I see some places that look like they could be beds, but there's no fish on them. And for that matter, I don't see a lot of fish activity out here anyway, except for gar. I'm gonna keep walking along here looking. It's not like there's a schedule. Sometimes fish do this at different times in the region. They don't all spawn and get on the beds at the same time in southeast Louisiana. It'll happen at different times at different places. Like could be happening here but not in City Park. Could be happening here but not 10 miles away at another bayou. What I'm doing is focusing on places where I can see real good in the water, and that's turning out to be close in. Could be more beds over there, could be beds a little further out where I can't see them because it's deeper water. Just looking for places where it looks like it's like a rounded area kind of that's bared out. There's no snodgrass. Back down at the end of the road just to see if there's anything feeding, because they can't be all on their beds. We are close to the full moon. That's Monday and this is Saturday. Could be in play right now, making things tough. Also, you know, it's just like I said earlier, it was really cold last night. We had 2 days of cold weather, cold front coming through. It's still post cold front conditions, and when it warms up fast like this, like it's in the morning, right, it's super cold, 40 39 degrees, something like that, and then the afternoon it's 63 65. Yeah, I mean, that quick warm up is as much a shock as a cold front coming in dropping temps. There we go, got you. Felt you hit. There is something eating in the open. Oh man, how did my drag get so loose? I swear I didn't loosen it. Nice. Oh, that's better than the first fish by just a bit, by a couple elephant hairs. Yeah, you're right. That is decent. At least they're not all on beds and being lockjaw. Yeah, you're right. It might just be the second fish, but I am pleased because it's not a dink. Yeah, you're right, guys. I think what's going on sometimes, because I ride everywhere in a bike with a trailer, sometimes I have the rods, when I'm just on a location like this and I'm bebopping around it, I have the rods just loose back there, not tied in, so they're bumping around. I think the drag gets loosened sometimes when it's just bouncing around in the trailer when I'm going short distances. Did you see it? That's the moon, not a balloon. Yeah, you're right. So tough day, but it was a good learning experience. Amazing bass on beds. Yeah, you're right. And I identified where some possible beds are that didn't have bass on them but might later on in the season. You might be wondering why I haven't you might be wondering why I have not been producing catfish videos. Well, it's not what I like to do this time of year. It's not really good in the river right now. And what is good, what I like to do, is bass. I really like fishing for bass late January, February, and March, because there's a good chance of getting a big one off the bank and plenty of good chances of just catching bass, because it's a good season for bass right now. We will be doing catfish soon. We'll at least go try, right? Yeah, you're right. So, learning experience, tough day, covered a lot of ground. In the end, I got 2. It's better than nothing. So yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'll see you next time.